Hi everyone, this is Claire at Restore Fitness Therapies and welcome to the second episode in our 5-part mini-series about poor upper body posture. We remembered yesterday that there are lots of different factors that cause poor upper body posture, so what we are focusing on is this shortening of the pec muscles and lengthening and weakening of the rhomboid muscles, which results in people having this classic kind of rounded posture. So today we're going to look at 3 really specific things that happen in day-to-day life that can result in this occurring, and these are all things that I see a lot in my clients. So I do a lot of postnatal work. So the first one, if you are a new mum and you are breastfeeding, you are likely to end up in this hunched up position here, which is quite common. Also just lifting and carrying your baby, picking them up out of the cot, picking up their things in and out of the bath, all these sorts of things. Even if you don't have a new baby, if you have small children and you're having to lean down a lot to reach to them, hold their hand, pick them up, these are all things which lead you kind of downwards. So if you are a parent, particularly of quite young children under the age of 5, there might be a lot of scenarios during the day where you are leaning around in your shoulders. So start to have a think about when those situations are occurring for you. The second one, which happens for a lot of us, is that we all have a nice sofa, which is nice and comfortable, but they tend to be very soft. So when you sit into them, you kind of slouch back into them and you sink, and then your shoulders come and round out like this. So unfortunately, as comfortable as it feels at the time, really soft seating is not very good for our upper body posture. Something else to consider is when you are maybe sat at the dinner table as well, that your chair has good support. Again, it's very easy to kind of sit back in the chair and naturally the shoulders start to come forward. So I would always recommend to people that you actually sit on the very edge of your chair, because it forces your spine into a really good, what we call neutral position, and helps you to naturally sit upright, and then the shoulders start to fall back a little bit more naturally as well. And the big one really to mention is working at laptops, mobile phones and sitting at desks. So a lot of people have a desk-based role, whether it's 35 hours a week or just a solid proportion of the week. And unfortunately, what with laptops and technology getting smaller and smaller, we're sort of coming inwards and inwards. And on mobile phones as well, this happens, tucking things under the ear as well. So unfortunately, if you work at a laptop or at a desk or on your phone for quite a lot of the time, you're probably finding that you don't realise you're starting to hunch and come inwards here. If you do work in an office, it's well worth speaking to your occupational health advisor, because having the correct chair at the correct height, having your mouse set up correctly, having your keyboard set up correctly and your screen at the correct height are all going to help you stay in a good upper body posture. If your screen is at the wrong height, you're going to find you're looking upwards or downwards, which is going to affect your neck muscles here. If your mouse is too far away, you're going to have to start leaning for it. If your keyboard is too wide or too narrow, that's going to affect your upper body. And of course, if your chair is the wrong height, you're going to end up kind of adjusting your body to meet the gap. So there are lots of things day to day which can cause us trouble with our upper body posture, but the good news is that if we're aware of those things, we can start to correct them. So have a little think about what you're doing day to day that might be affecting your upper body posture and causing you to hunch. And in the next 3 videos, we're going to show you our top 3 exercises for helping you stretch the pecs, strengthen the rhomboids and get that great upper body posture back again. So we look forward to seeing you tomorrow for the first exercise. Take care until then.